In this quick video, I'll be showing you around the strategic portfolio management area within OnePlan. So when I'm logged in OnePlan and I go to my strategy, in here you'll see out of the box we have what we call our objectives and our key results underneath those objectives. When you're looking at your objective portfolio, you can see key things like what are the objectives, like launching the new product successfully, improve customer excellence, transform corporate culture. I can see the overall status of those objectives, how we're doing. I can see the priority, maybe what business unit is leading those different objectives. When are we targeting for these objectives to be complete? What's the current progress on these objectives? Maybe what budget we're planning to spend against those objectives, and then we could also do some prioritization scoring around that. If I wanted to drill in to see more information around an objective, I can either click on the objective itself, or I can come over here to the hamburger and click on Quick Edit, and that pops out a Quick Edit form here that allows me to see what's the key information around this particular objective. For example, the priority, what goals, how is it associated to the overall work portfolio, what program is it associated to, maybe a description. Down here you'll see the budget, what's the benefits we think we're going to get out of this objective, ROI. Here's some prioritization, and again, this is all editable here, so if you wanted to change this and see a different score here based on your different prioritization, I can see what key results are associated to this objective as well as associated plans. Coming back to the objective list, I can take these objectives and I can actually group these objectives in different ways. So I can come up here by the group by, and I say, well, I want to group these by business units. So I can see now these different objectives grouped by the different business units that own these different objectives. Maybe I want to see these objectives by the goals they're associated to, which ones are improving customer satisfaction versus growing the business or transforming the business. I can do that as well. Maybe I want to look at overall status. So I'm going to come down here and go to status here. And so maybe I want to see which objectives are on track or at risk or off track. I can do that as well. I also can come in here and see a nice visual timeline for these different objectives, so we can see what the duration of the objectives are and when we're targeting for these objectives to be complete. Now I'm going to come out and go back to the list form here, and I'm going to ungroup the objectives here. And now I want to look at the hierarchy within this particular OKR. So this is a simple setup, which you have objectives and key results. But obviously you could have a very more robust structure within your strategic plan. But in this particular structure here, our tree hierarchy, we have our objectives, and underneath our objectives we have our key results. And these key results are what's measurable to things that we need to get done in order to achieve this objective. For example, we need to create 20 customer case studies, we need to get into the Magic Quadrant, and we need to win the Best Product of the Year award. To get more information around the key results, you can either click on the key result itself, or you can click on the hamburger and go to Quick Edit. I'm going to go ahead and click on the key result itself and drill into it. And in here you'll see we have some key information about this particular key result, creating 20 customer case studies. Currently you can see it's in the active state. I can see the objective it's aligned to. Adam Barr is the lead, the priority is medium, business unit, the marketing owns this, and we're hoping to complete this by the end of June. The current metric on this is a number. You could obviously change it to percent, dollars, other type of metrics you might want to manage. Our current case study number is at 5, and we're targeting 20. So it's giving us a total progress, our current metric of 25. And then I can type in a nice description around what we're trying to achieve with this key result. Now, you might want to create a work plan to help organize the team on the things that need to get done to achieve this key result. So in this particular key result, you can go into lists, and you have options to be able to use Microsoft Project or a project for the web or Office 365 Planner if you're already using that to manage your work within the Office 365 platform. Or you can come in and manage this right here within OnePlan. And so you'll see here I've created a simple work plan for this particular key result, where I need to first select 20 customers to send the survey to. I need to develop a customer feedback survey, develop the customer's email that we need to send out, develop the thank you email, and then want to send out the emails themselves. And so I can assign these to individual resources, and resources can then get those tasks in their My Work and help make sure that this particular key result stays on track. I also can use a board in here as well, so if I'm more visual and want to create kind of a Kanban board for the activities that need to get done, I can do that as well. Now, managing these key results, we use our status reports. Status reports allows you to snapshot data on a timely basis. So right now you'll see that this particular report is for June 1st. So what I can do is I can come in here and see right now we've recently accomplished 2 more case studies. So we've gotten now to 7, so we're at 35%. We are still on track. I could also move it at risk. And then my narrative here is we are on track to accomplish the key result on time. So this is our status here. Once I'm ready, I can submit that. This will snapshot this particular key results and allow management to approve it. Also within the key results, we have what we call Insights AI. It's monitoring the integrity of the data that's in the system. So you can currently see that this key result, because I have not submitted that status report, is not accurate and up to date. And so this is a way for management to understand, is the data in the system up to date and accurate? So coming back out to the list area here, you can do all types of reports around key results as well. So we have different views in here. For example, if I wanted to see all key results by business unit, so I wanted to understand which business unit owns which key result and how well they are achieving to those different results. I may want to look at key results by status, which ones that are on track, which ones are off track. So that's another way you can kind of come in here and view your different key results. You might also want to prioritize your key results. So we actually have it built in here as a stack ranking scoring, where you can actually not only do a prioritization by strategic themes, but you can actually come in here, select this prioritization score, and it gives you a stack rank of which key results you think are the most important. So you could say, I think generating new unique leads is actually more important than interviewing those 20 customers. And so you drag and drop. And this then gives you a stack rank prioritization score of what key results you're wanting to achieve first, and then you can then map that against the different status as well as the current progress. Now you might be more interested in not only seeing this in a list view, you might want to look at this in a board view. So I can come over here in the portfolio and look at a different board. And so currently you're looking across the top here are the different objectives, and underneath those objectives are the key results lined up to those objectives. So you'll also see in here dependencies. So it's important to note that in order to win a Best Product of the Year award, we need to achieve a product engagement of 80% weekly active users. And so we need to make sure that this key result gets back on track in order for us to win this award. So now you can see dependencies between the different key results as well as the status in a nice board visual here. You can also create all types of different boards in here. So for example, I may want to look at objectives by priority across the top, and then I'm looking at below here objectives. So these are my objectives. The cards are the key results, and I can see by high priority, medium priority, and low. So I can obviously see we have a few high priority key results that are off track, and then I can see by what objectives are they impacting. So this one's impacting, so this one right here, which is have 30 media calls by Q4 is off track, and that's affecting our brand awareness. And I have achieve a product engagement of 80% weekly active users. It's affecting our improved customer excellence objective here as well. So you have a nice board here that you can actually drag and drop things around. So if I wanted to move this actually down to a low priority, I can, and I can interact within a nice board view here as well. Also, if you wanted to look at a roadmap, so you wanted to see what the timeline is on your objective. So right now I'm looking at it by priority, and I can see different objectives we're trying to achieve by a priority. But I might want to, let's go ahead and change this view and see it by, let's say, business unit. Maybe I want to look at my objectives by each business unit, when they're targeted to be delivered, and what's the current status of those objectives in here as well. And then coming to reports, I'm going to come in here. And within our Power BI reports pack, we have a report pack for our strategic portfolio plans. So I can come in here into my dashboards within OnePlan. I can see these different objectives that we were just demonstrating here, but using Power BI's ability to slice and dice this information, I can come in here and quickly see, I want to look at all high priority objectives. And so I can click on that piece of the pie, and it will kind of light up just those different high. I may want to look at what business units. So I want to look at marketing and see what's going on with marketing. And so I can quickly see here the different marketing objectives that we need to achieve here. I can see which ones are on track or not, or off track or at risk. So we have an entire report pack. So if I come over here to Power BI, I can quickly see the same report here that we were just demonstrating inside OnePlan. But I can also drill into this information a little bit further. So if I wanted to, I could actually click on an item here and say, I want to drill into this objective, and I want to look at the overall status of this objective. So now I'm drilling into the objective for generating more marketing qualified leads. And currently you see it's on track. It's a high priority objective. I can then see the different key results that are associated to it. I can see the overall progress and if they're on track or off track. Then I can see trend over time. So are we charging towards the overall goal of this objective? And so I can get different individual information here around the objective itself. I also have other reports in here, for example, around objective progress. So maybe I want to look at each objective and see how well we're achieving the goal. And so right now you can see that our improved customer excellence objective is on track and achieving towards its goal, but our brand awareness is not. And so that is something we might want to look a little bit further into here on this particular report here for around overall objective status. And then this report here shows me my objectives by business unit. So I can quickly see I have one objective that's off track for marketing, and I have two that are at risk for IT. So these are some focus areas I might want to meet and work with the marketing and IT team on those different objectives. Then obviously we can drill into the key results themselves. So now I'm looking at all the key results within the strategic portfolio management system. I can see by overall progress which ones are completed or almost completed to off track that need to be focused on. And again, I can come in here and quickly see. I just want to look at the ones that are all off track, and I can quickly see which ones we need to be focusing on here and addressing for our key results. And I can get my overall metric scores here by organization. So if I want to look at all the product development key results, or maybe I want to look at the IT key results, so I can quickly see what the teams need to be focusing on to help drive the needle for the overall company. And again, lastly here, we have a report on the key results progress summary. So you can see which key results are doing really well and what key results we need to be focusing our investments on to help move the business forward. So for example, when I start to get into the project portfolio prioritization and try to understand what work we need to be focusing on, I'll probably want to look for some work that's going to help us move the needle on these different key results that are down here below. Since these key results are on track and moving forward, we probably don't want to keep throwing investments at them. We want to throw investments at the items below here. So this is just a quick overview of the strategic portfolio management capabilities within OnePlan.